welcome to another edition of the A-01 podcast, the show where the co-hosts never shut up before we hit the record button. I am your host, JJ Piedra, Joshua Jeremiah, and I am joined by Matt Never Shuts Up and Will, I Gotta Ramble. What's up, guys?
Excuse me, dear host.
Look, man, I'm having a very stressful Sunday, okay? I had to do this, I have to do that. I have family members now asking me, I left something at your house. Can you pay an Uber to pick up? Fuck off. No, if you want to come over and get it yourself, I'm not going to pay $80 to go where you live.
And excuse me for my personal ramblings. Yes, I am not, if anything else. Yeah, fine. Fine. My eloquent skills and communication skills is that of an introvert. My apologies, dear host.
Come on, I got things to do. I got like anime women to fap to. What do you expect me to do on a Sunday?
Wait, you mean you have anyone to appreciate privately? You gotta you gotta use the PC words there. You can't say that aloud anymore. You'll get canceled.
Fuck that.
Canceled.
Cancel us then. I dare you. Fucking cancel me. Put me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
X, whatever it may be. Yeah. It's just...
Go to change.org and make a petition like that's going to work.
Jesus Christ. The sad part is like off topic. I like the idea of like people making petitions for like, okay, yeah, let's like fix our park or something, a little more consistent. Yo, change.org. Yo, somebody called me like a poopy head. You got to like sign this slip to get banned. I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh my God. Thanks for change.org. Now you become a joke we could use for real stuff.
I mean, ain't the world kind of already a joke as it is right now? So yeah, it's just kind of sad state of realities in here in the reality as well in the Japanese and manga world at the moment.
God, don't remind me, brother.
We're going to, because that's our job, to remind you of all the stuff that's happening in the anime and manga world and the VTuber world, which is my segue. VTuber Corner. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh God, this month for VTuber Corner is it's not the highest. There's a couple of stuff in between, but let's start with some good news. Sea Dog, aka Iron Mouse's wife, allegedly, has raised $1 million, I believe, cycling through Japan again for the Immune Deficiency Fund or Immune Defense Fund. It's called the IDF, but not that IDF. Okay, the good
yes,
one.
Make it clear. Yes.
Yeah. So shout out to him for doing good work as always. I'm glad he's a philanthropist. I'm actually glad that he's using his platform to do philanthropy. Though I disagree with a lot of anime takes, stuff he says. He just does good work. That's great. As well as he's a professional. That's always good too. Like he's a professional, so he doesn't like, go up on a mic stage, take a shot of sparkling water, eat some bakery food, and talk about how their bosses are morons that couldn't manage a target. He would never do that, but thank God, right?
True. And yeah, I just saw like the ending part of the stream of Connor's Cyclothon number 4, and yeah, it's good. It's good to see. Especially.
Isn't he doing that with Chris Broad, the guy from Broad and Japan or something?
Yes, Broad Japan. Yes, exactly. He also along with Pete's Premiere 2. Basically his personal hype man. Basically they're the team, and yeah, they always did these cyclothons like in the prior years, and yeah. Been going together again. Did this now 4 times now, raised over $1 million for the foundation. It's nice to see, and just also because this will also be the first cyclothon that Iron Mouse is actually also with Connor via iPad, via video chat, whatever it may be. Yeah, and yeah, just having her along for the ride, being right there, especially with the whole cinnamon roll text, which if you know, she loves her cinnamon rolls. It's nice to see. And just the fact like raised over that much amount of money to help like people with Iron Mouse's condition of CVID and such, or just like basically immune system problems that affects more people than you expect. It's heartwarming. So I'm just really happy that Connor, the community, just everyone who has pitched in to do this is happy to see.
That was a really good stuff. Now we got to get to the bad news of VTuber.
Yes, the thing that has been like I literally woke up to this like, okay, certainly this weekend doesn't have anything majorly that happened. No, nothing happened. I wake up. Are you for real?
Yeah. There are some bad news, and it's apparently Cinder and her friends. Cinder's an independent VTuber, and they in a nutshell, there's more to it. We'll probably talk more about it. Having
Yes.
blackballing artists who works with other people to have exclusive artists. That is the gist I'm able to understand. You can go more detail about that, Will. Either way, that's some seriously fucked shit.
It is some pretty damning allegations that came from the artists of Nanolus, as well as like many other people who have given their own personal documents of their encounter with their experience with Cinder and her quote unquote manager, and apparently Cinder's boyfriend. So yes, apparently, yeah, Cinder dating a manager / boyfriend is like, yeah,
Which is, you know,
yeah,
conflict of interest. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, that one person, Sean, I believe that was her name. Yeah, perfectly predicted this thing. Like, yeah, the managers that are handling these VTubers, yeah, they're probably just their boyfriends. And holy moly, it probably would like the case for a lot of indie VTubers, but that's another topic. But yeah, like from what I can tell, when I first woke up, I was like, what the heck happened to you? I was just watching you not too long ago, and apparently, yeah, Nanolus gave her documentation and basically saying that the manager, yeah, redacted. That's what the doctor says. Redacted. That's Cinder's manager. Is basically tells her basically have all these just heinous things like regarding to like rumors, sabotages, just ill speaking of other VTubers, like basically trying to steal project and. From what I can understand, is basically have an exclusivity deal with Nanolus. Like you do only under me and not to anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Which is crazy because it's like, if you guys have seen the assets I have for my stream, I have various artists I use. I give them a shout outs from Najini-chan, who I've been using a while, to Kuchi Kawai, who I've been using recently. There's some others those are the top two I use. As other people I've used in the past. But it's like the idea of doing that, like, this is my opinion, right? If you're going to have an exclusive artist, you better pay exclusive artist rates and salary them. Otherwise, screw off. It's all commission-based. This entire industry is based on commission-based. That's insane.
Right. And now it's one of the more high prolific artists in the VTuber world. I mean, there's so many artists from Cinder, V Shoujo again did some of Zentreya, Iron Mouse's Fruit, like many VTuber models and art that she has. That the artist has done, Nanolus has done. And yeah, you expect her to just go side exclusivity, and also at the same time, you want to basically cancel any project you have under those other creators and just go solely on Cinder. Apparently, again, this under manager, who knows regarding to if these are Cinder's direct words as well. But apparently in the screenshots, like, unfortunately, it has become a meme now that apparently Cinder said, in the end, it's only business. Which that has become a bloody meme.
It's not even. Could you imagine, like, even like I said earlier, the VTuber business is highly based on like high-end commission. Could you imagine if, regardless how we feel about like your Ui Mama, you know, Ui Bean, could you imagine if Ui Mama was locked under the same thing with I'm forgetting her name. The elder sister line artist. I forgot her name. It's been a while.
Pucci.
Imagine if they were locked under Hololive exclusive, can't work with nobody else. And it's not like Hololive pumps out like VTubers like every 10 seconds. No. Like, could you imagine how messed up that would be? Like, Ui Mama is responsible for, I believe, Subaru Watame, I believe. But I think Subaru, that could confirm. I think Watame. And it's like they're locked, and she's locked, and she can't work with anyone else. Are you out of your mind? You paid them a lot of money for that. It's such a stupid, like, bro, if you're gonna do that, you might as well, like, you better like make a company and then salary them. But you're not gonna do that. So shut up. They can work wherever. Like, it's so dumb.
It's just hot. Like, you're asking for an artist to be under the deal. Like, okay, are you paying extremely high risk that have to keep them in a living? No, then frick off. Like, it's almost like reminded that whole situation, like people who auditioned for that other VTuber company, Sanji's Neisei.
Yeah, Kuro Bangi, you know.
Yeah, and basically say, oh, okay, you want to be a VTuber for us? Fine, but you only have to be only for us, no other source of income. Then screw off. It's like, I don't know what the heck this redacted guy was talking, was even thinking about, like, even suggesting that. And as well, we're going to like other projects and such, but because the more members in the VTuber sphere that was affected is indeed Bao. And if you already know her already, like, yeah, she got screwed over because of the merchandising department. Now she unfortunately got screwed over again from this incident, because apparently, like, a lot of the things that happened is apparently that again, the allegation says that Cinder and Redacted basically have basically plotted to basically talk ill of Bao and basically other VTubers of the sphere. Like even I know Spite, another Hellhound VTuber, that apparently she got like a lot of flack because another Hellhound VTuber, like basically it's the same model, it's basically a blue Cinder and all such, but like. Dude, what the heck?
The sad part? This is like Bao has been catching strays for like the longest time. For like the last 3 years, Bao has been catching number strays, and she's not even a bad person. I think like the first stray is that she was a Gura clone or Shy Lily clone, which that both came up. The second stray was like she's not Asian enough. The third stray is that her business dealings went bad because the people she were complete butts, and now this is like. Yo, Bao, did you curse? Like, did you break into Fallen Temple in your past life? Let me know. What happened?
Who knows about that?
This is not even like an insult to her. Like, you know this, Will. Like, how much strays this woman's catching?
I don't know. I mean, Bao is unfortunately a very unfortunate victim of circumstances. It's just like,
exactly.
How the heck, like, Bao's been affected so much. It's like, wow, that's just like, almost is beyond coincidence. But yeah, like overall, like everyone in the VTuber sphere who has provided their own personal documents. As I said, Bao is a permanent one. Spite also gave her, heck, even ex-social member Silverveil actually shared her own experience with Cinder and says like, yeah, apparently like one of her artworks got canceled from Nautilus, and then Cinder out of nowhere, like a few minutes after that cancellation, message Silver said like, "Oh, I got your stuff from Gamersubs, and it's amazing that we are from the same art mom of Nautilus." And yeah, apparently there wasn't even a communication with Cinder and Silverveil. So it's just like, dude, I'm just trying to mind my own business, and you want to go do this. And the fact that I'm trying to like commission art from Nautilus, from all that, and now realizing that a lot of people like I had like Numi, I think Numi was like a lot of people on the VTuber commissioned art from Nautilus, but apparently it was canceled because of this Cinder situation. Which again, is it fault of Cinder herself? Is it fault of the manager / boyfriend manager of that? Like who knows? Right now we only hear regarding to these allegations from many documents that have been provided from many indie VTubers. And at the moment of recording, we have not heard any statement yet from Cinder. The only last statement we have heard is that currently Redacted is no longer connected to her projects and management at the moment right now. So yes, basically Cinder has said like, okay, I'm firing my manager, all that, but apparently people are not gonna buy that because they want everyone wants her to take accountability. So,
oh yeah, exactly. And the thing is that like, like I'm gonna be honest with you. I have like, so in real life, my fiance, a married man here, my fiance is an artist. They have art commissions, they work on the art things, they're very different art spheres than me. Their art style is good, I can use it, but I generally think it's a bad idea if I said, hey honey, I'm a business guy, I do business all the time, let me manage your accounts for you. The way I manage my business is different from how she would want it. And if I get personally offended or hurt in a certain way, I can be responsible for the business for someone else. That's her income because I got into a tizzy. And that can happen. Everyone gets into a tizzy. So it's like, are you kidding me? I genuinely feel like this was such a bad idea. And it's like, I could just imagine the amount of screw-ups this stupid mother bastard who couldn't manage his way out of a target and stepping on his own his own pee, ruining the idea that this whole relationship, like, oh god, like again, this is a business tip from anybody. If you want someone to be a manager, get somebody who's impartial or a friend who's a jerk to you to a certain degree, because you want somebody to tell you messed up, or somebody who can handle things differently and not take it on themselves. Because at the end of the day, they're responsible for your image and your relationship. It's the same way that Kaicho, Kason, her manager is the most quiet person on the internet. I rarely see them tweet unless it's like a Kason product drop or maybe a stream or a potential project, and that's it. And they do everything behind the scenes. I never see her manager does crash outs like I've seen recently for other people do. That's all I gotta say. You need someone like that. Or Dokibird. Dokibird has a team. That's another person too. Silky Bird has a huge team, not the biggest team. Things like that.
Right. It's just, yeah. Like from what I was just seeing from many people just said about this case, it's just like you had all this, and apparently it's been going on for 5 years. Apparently, from if I recall from School-chan, and yeah, it's you created such community and all that, and only now with all this coming to lights, you don't so all this, like, you build up yourself to such a high point. Again, you're a partial owner of gamer subs, and now
Yeah.
with this expose, this whole thing, like, now you're being canceled because of and revealed that you're apparently very, very backstabbing partner and all that. It just really it's just baffling just how what the heck all the screenshots all and what Redacted has said to Nautilus and to everybody else. It's like again, these are all the allegations until we hear Cinder's direct statement from herself. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, will she survive through this? Like with any VTuber cancellation, most likely there will be always those dedicated followers and such. I mean, heck, I even just saw her in her Discord chat. All of her Discord chat is currently locked down from her moderators because it's just that
my
bad.
personal opinion is that she will survive this as anyone does, but the social ramification is there. Like everyone can link back to, oh, hey, what happened to Cinder? We'll just point to that, like point. And that's enough to like get her, like, cause that's enough to like, all right, you're cooked. Right. And I stand by that. You're cooked. Like that was so dumb.
Mm-hmm. So for right now, the story is still continuing. Is developing as we record. But yeah, until we get Cinder's statement, yes, I can only imagine how the situation is going to turn out. I mean, we'll probably learn more with regard to other people like False ID and many other of the drama channels out there that will cover this.
I wouldn't call False ID drama, but like I just like because
I mean, okay, False ID is legit.
Yeah, because it's like drama. Because he could have made a video like this morning, like jokingly this, and they'll be like, no, he actually legit waits. So I respect that.
Yeah,
so it's some kind of journalist. I don't know, right?
right. So for right now, we shall continue to observe the situation as it is, and if it develops, once it develops, then we'll definitely an update in the next A1 podcast, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this whole entire drama, I did not expect that to begin my weekend, and it just left a very inkling in the entire VTuber sphere. So yep, we'll see. We shall see.
That's it right there. That's the whole thing. And
very much.
More bad news is a constant reminder that Shion's graduated, she's out, and Guro's graduating soon, so that's happening. If you want some more last minute things, there was a Guro Muma stream beating the allegations that Guro and Mumi are the same person. So that happened.
Just highlighting some things as well from Shion's graduation. Yeah, it's just kind of very funny how during the graduations they managed to bring back some even long graduated members. Like for example, for Shion's graduation, she actually managed to bring back Chloe back.
Yeah.
For her graduation, and it's like, wow, they actually brought back Chloe, and even when Shion was singing her last song, like, I'm not sure you saw her graduation stream, but
I saw it, yeah.
She was like, she was trying to hold it together at the end of it all, but even I felt emotional just because she was trying to sing through it.
The thing I think is what happened, like when people were asking how did they get Chloe there. I think Chloe graduated, left the company, but she was still under contract. That means like, okay, we're going to pay you for not streaming for like the next 4 months, but you're still technically an employee. So that's probably how it worked. And speaking of Chloe, that Orca kind of reincarnated to a different channel. This is a person called Ruka. Look him up. Look him up. You look him up. If you're a fan, you'll find him. Look him up. But you might notice some similarities. But that's okay. But I think that, like, if it was a health reason why she wasn't streaming as much, I do mean this politely, she's not going to pull the full Hololive 7 days a week kind of thing, or 6 days a week. I think she might be streaming like 2 or 3 times a week based on the schedule I've seen. So, if you still enjoy her and you're chill about it, you'll be happy that you see her again. So, that's how I feel about it.
Yep.
Like Doobie taking a vacation. Doobie's is gonna be gone for a while, you know.
But
Yeah.
yeah, again, it's just in the end when you want to be, if anyone wants to be a streamer, like just do it at your own pace, and yeah, if it works for you, then fine. Like just do what feels comfortable. Again, your mentality is most important. Exactly. So yeah, and it just kind of reminds, and just as that reminder as well, as we're approaching this end of the month, we're going to Moommate and Gora. I actually just saw that little quick short video with Gora and the rest of man, I'm sorry to forget it. Myth Council,
Myth.
Myth.
Yeah, it's Myth. Yeah, Myth.
Yeah, and just like seeing Gora with Mori, Ina, and Kiara, as well as a special appearance from Essential Marine Chan, and it's a nice little send off for our little Gooba. It's a nice little thing. So I've been seeing like some of her last few streams from Gora, and it's just I'm very today. Like, as I said, it's been 5 years since her initial debut. The that shook the world. And the fact that even many people don't even know what a VTuber is until Goro came in, and especially going to the whole World Series game that again she helped win the LA Dodgers is just
she's like one of the I would say the founding fathers of like the founding VTubers of like the English scene. Like, you know, I'll give like to me personally, it's Kaicho. Like Kaicho broke that barrier, but Guru came barreling through it. I mean, 4 million plus subs. The City Pop streams are still immaculate to this day. The dumb stream. It's like, you know, I ain't no dummy. It can't do math. It's like, oh no.
Now it's just those times are coming. I mean, again, who knows if she'll be reincarnated back to her old persona. If you know, you know. But
exactly.
It's just just the fun times here with Gura just about to come to an end. But we'll probably see her again soon down the line. So, but it's just a reminder. Once Gura heads that final stream for the graduation, that's it. No more Sami Desu until the next reincarnation. So just a reminder. So enjoy the times with Mume and Gura. So it's just it's definitely kind of a hard time being a Hololive fan if you love those two.
Yeah, to a certain degree, I agree with that. To a certain degree, yeah. I do feel like though it's like a Hololive fan. It's like though a lot of what happened during the like Gura and the Mumi announcements. A lot of people doom posting. Some people actually came to like Kiara's and Ina stream in particular.
Yes.
Are you leaving next? Is someone leaving? Like that's like that pissed me off so bad. Like they're not. Look, first of all, I'll be honest with you. Even if they are, it's none of your business. Secondly, do you know how much time they put into the stuff to be here? Like, it's a lot. Like, you people don't, like, you're so parasocial, you don't want to spend a constant time. Like, Gura, half a decade. That's like a person's entire high school career, sometimes college.
Yes,
That's cool, no, but things supposed to go away. Like, you know what? I watched Ninja Turtles, so I was like age of 8, 10, whatever. I watched He-Man, blah, 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 whatever TV show, blah, He-Man, blah, blah. So Teen Titans, like the 2000s was like when I was in high school, whatever. And I'm like, the show ended. I'm okay with that. And just go on. You can still remember it. But the idea of like it being a permanent fixture is just kind of weird. That's what I think the parasocial, in my opinion, like gets into.
Yeah. Like, I get it. You're worried about like, is your Oshi going to be here for a long time? And again, it's just life. Things end. It doesn't last forever. You can have the memories last, but in the end, that person, it doesn't last forever. Sooner or later, your favorite VTubers, heck, all the VTubers and Kami Oshis that you know, or celebrities that you know, will retire or go, or whatever life event might happen. It's just how it is.
No, exactly. And I think it's like, that's kind of the whole thing. Like maybe they reincarnate, maybe they don't, or maybe in some way, like I mean, it's politely, in some way, you find out things about them that aren't cool, like like you find out things like that, and it's like it makes you think differently about them. And I'm like, you know what? In my honest opinion, I'll stand by it. I don't think Rushia was a great entertainer, but not a good person. I can just say that, right? That's a fair assessment, right, Will?
Sure. I love her content, but behind the mask, ugh.
Yeah, it's like, wow, you're kind of a bad person. And it's like, that's...
We have a term for that. It's called Menhara.
Menhara. Yeah, Menhara. Wait, is it Shiori? But anyway, isn't that Shiori's thing? But in a very serious note, it's like that's kind of a thing. Does that affect how you think you look at the world? Maybe a little bit. Maybe it does. But let's be adults about this. It's like, yo, maybe you should value what you have and stop make it last forever, because nothing lasts forever to a certain degree. Well, except for, and Josh knows, except for Jericho. Apparently Chris Jericho is still forever.
He's still going?
It's the power of Omaha
in his late
Steaks.
50s. Yeah, the dude is in his late 50s, mid 50s, I think. He looks like a porterhouse. He still has matches. I just want him to go home. I don't think he's bad. I'm like, you know what? I had a good 3 decades of you. Please go home. That's my opinion of Jericho. Please go home.
At this palatial estate.
At the palatial estate.
Jeez.
I feel like, in my honest opinion, and I mean go away as in like not being a ring. I feel like if you put him in creative or an office in a position, that's fine. He has a good mind of the business to a certain degree. I think he has some ideas that are pretty cool, but I do not want to see him wrestling within a mid card status at best. I don't even want to see him a curtain jerker. All right, this is gonna be a random rant.
Okay,
sure. Josh, do you know why? I think you and I love Misawa and Baba so much when they retired, because they didn't come back. You know what Baba did? He did some joke tag matches and gimmick matches and showed up once every other freaking pay-per-view. He didn't even show up for TV shows. Misawa, he showed up to die, but showed up to put people over. That was it. He made himself champion. That's a problematic thing. The promotion was young, but that's the thing. Sometimes just go away actually makes your legacy better. Just go away. You can agree with that one. I think you're on that boat, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like, God, bro, please.
Such. But yeah, so yeah, on just leaving on that to end on the topic of is just, yeah, in the end, just enjoy what you can. And yeah, when you go to the other members, are you going to be going? Dude, as Matt said, it's not your business. That's their own that's their own personal
and
lives.
Also, so you know how parasocial that is? It's like, are you leaving me too? It's probably. I mean, you deserve to be left if you're going to be asking like this.
And it's just how it is. We're going to fanatical fans that invested so much, and you're ending service for this mobile game, or you're leaving a Kamiyoshi an idol. Now it's starting to become to that point of similar in Japan culture. You got to get that one freaking yandere. Are you leaving? You can't leave me. It's holy moly. So as you said, the parasocial stuff and all that. So yeah, by all means, please, enjoy the time you have with your favorite Kamiyoshis. It will not last. And once they go, just see them off with a smile and don't go to the circles. I don't know. Are you leaving me too? Or all of that? They give you no.
Yeah, the sad part is it's so distraughting because it's you're putting a timer on everybody. It's yo, this business is very, well, I would say new, but it's very particular. It's still I would say I say infancy, but it's still a contract worker base. Very few people are salaried. There's still a lot of negotiation things, and people still have things they want to do or achieve. It depends your scope is. Mori wants to be a musician. She is a musician. She has albums, whatnot. So staying in Hall alive pursues a music dream. That's what she wants. So that's why she's still there.
Well, balancing everything else in her life, which is as amazing as it is. Yes, with her other personas. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the end of the topic off. So yeah, enjoy the time you have. Don't be such complete yanderes about it, and just just do you. In the end, you have your own life to deal with, man. You don't have to worry about unless you have that fortune to worry about other people. Worry about yourselves. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's my classic line, by Hosho Reigns. It's one of my Oshis. I love her. I'm not responsible for your happiness. Literally, the horny VTuber is telling you she's not responsible for your happiness. You got to get your life together.
Exactly that. And that's probably good line to end it off on VTuber Corner.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, we've got some rather interesting news to talk about. The first is that, well, we're not making ourselves rich again because Good Smile Company is yeah, those tariffs you guys got over there, screw them. We ain't doing business anymore. Well, they are, but good luck to you getting your stuff. So yeah, basically what they're doing is Good Smile Company. They are essentially not shipping packages, or at least they're delaying them. And on top of that, anytime you want to place a pre-order, well, guess what? You're shit out of luck because they're not doing that anymore either. So until further notice, no more pre-orders on their U.S. site. I should make that pretty clear. It does not affect any of the other countries' storefronts. It's just the United States because, yay, tariffs, freedom. And yeah, there's going to be severe delays on your packages if you even get them at all now. So... and this is also piggybacking off the fact that just a few months ago, the U.S. store site had a major data leak. It probably still does because they completely ignored it and did not address it whatsoever. So, maybe it's a good thing that you can't buy anything on the U.S. store because at least your data's not going to get stolen.
Yeah.
There are no data leaks in Bossing Say. I mean, there's no data leaks on Good Smile. That's what I say. The woman, like, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
There's no data. Yeah, there were no data leaks. What are you talking about? Yeah.
It's just freaking sucks, man. Like now you're gonna making our hobby so much more expensive. I mean, unfortunately, yes, I am a Good Smile Company customer. Like, I'm still waiting for my Zentra and Netherite. I'm still waiting for one my goddess victory. I mean, the fact that I can't. I mean, yes, there are other sites now with like Ami and such, but even I can't really order from Ami now because of due to freaking the tariffs situation. And like, I'm waiting for that full Moko Nendoroid, but it's in grayscale mode. But now I can't really order that because, of course, with this bloody damn tariffs, like import fees is already bad enough as is. I've had like $30. At least I get it early and now have to wait for the Western release date because Good Smile US. Look, I appreciate you if you could offer some discounts and all that before pre-tariffs, but even then, like, your shipping date is like way later until like after the Japanese release date, which kind of sucks. I mean, get it? We have to ship it in from Japan and such and all that. Fine. But yeah, Good Smile US, you're like, ugh, and such.
The worst part about it is, like, can you imagine me who buys directly from Japanese stores? Like, I'm a Hollow Live guy. It's like, yeah, I'm screwed. It's Jover for me.
Yeah, it's bad enough regard to your prices on the US side of things. Yeah. But
yeah, it's like I feel like it's so bad. The tariff thing is like,
now like Ami's like if you order specifically from Japan, like heck, even the straight Hololive store or whatever Japanese store that you order from.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so and the worst part about the Good Smile Ami thing is like it's like, and as I mentioned earlier in the VTuber Corner, like some people are sponsored by that, and I've seen people actually like say to Ina, who's sponsored by Ami, posted her chat, like super chat saying that, yo, Ami, please wall the tariffs away. Like, it's not happening, bro. It's that bad.
Yeah, I can only blame one guy, but we're not saying because we're not a political podcast. But geez, Louise, why that?
It was this guy called who was the villain from it was Shinri's fault. He didn't get in the robot. Okay. If Shinri got in the mecha, this all would have got figured out.
It was President Piedra from Dead Demon's Destruction.
Oh yeah, it was
nice.
That guy. Yes. Nice. Okay, we could use the parody names. I forgot about that. Yes, but yeah, I'm just sad. Like making our hobbies even more expensive. Like, yeah, it's bad enough. Like, okay, keep to your sphere. If the tariffs affect like other things, fine. Like as long as it doesn't affect the hobbies. But unfortunately, it affects everything from movies, from food to our figurines and such. That was affecting the otaku and Japanese anime manga world now. Like, thankfully, it hasn't affected.
Let me tell you how to affect something crazy. So, you guys probably know this. I'm a huge coffee guy. I love coffee. Me, hot on caffeine? No way, right? So, one of my favorite brands of coffee is called Lavazza. It's Italian coffee. A regular can before the world went to crap cost about, I would say a regular can cost between about, let's say $12 to $15. A regular 12-ounce can now costs $30. That's all I gotta say, because Italy got tariffed, Europe in general. So yeah, $30 for my high-end coffee. It's over for me, man. It's over for me.
Well, there's a slight little hack if you want to get some stuff from Japan. There is a cool site that Keith, our glorious editor-in-chief, turned us on to. It's called Japan Rabbit. And essentially, if you want anything from Japan, you find the URL of the Japanese store that has the product, you give it to them, you pay an extra $10, they'll buy it for you, they'll package it for you, and they'll ship it to you anywhere in the world. At that point, tariffs don't really apply because it's not really a business doing business. It's basically someone just sending a package to another person. So, there you go.
Okay,
JapanRabbit.com. Bookmark it.
Japan Rabbit.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, yeah.
All right.
So Liquid Death sponsorship, though.
Right? Where's that? I want some free Sweet Reaper in the tall boys, guys. Let's get that shit going.
Bro.
Literally
I think
7
they're gonna
iced
troll. I
teas
think
or 6
they're
iced
going to
teas.
troll. They're going to troll you. By the way, they made tall boys for the soda brands, Dr. Death and the Killer Cola. That has tall boys. They still haven't made tall boys for Sweet Reaper. They're trolling, man. They're trolling.
I know, like literally every single iced tea they sell except for Sweet Reaper has a tall boy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to their website right now, live on the taped air, and see. Nope, never mind. I was going to say I'm going to put my foot in my mouth, but nope, still no tall boys.
No, they're trolling us so bad, bro. And by the way, they made a small can version of Dream Guillotine and Dead Billionaires, and I'm like, wait, you downgraded, but you can't upgrade? What's wrong with this company? Look, Josh, do you have to buy some Spindrifts and have a press conference? Is that what's going to make the changes? Are you going to have
Got to find an equivalent to Mindy's around here, and I can get on that right now.
Get on her right now. These empty-headed dumb fucks couldn't work at a damn Lipton factory. Oh god.
So yeah, it's only gonna get worse from here, guys. At least for another 3 years and 9 months.
Change. Yeah, god, yeah.
But what's not getting worse is this season's anime, because damn, there's actually some pretty good shows, and we basically went down the list of what we were watching last show. Now that they've been out for about 3 or 4 episodes, it's time to go through the list again and see which ones are actually worth watching. So I'm going to skip one because it has its own segment. Pretty sure that everyone who's watched anime will know what segment is coming up. But I will start off with a very positive one. That's Kowloon Generic Romance. This was not on my original list. It wasn't until I saw Chibi Reviews do pretty much a glow up of this on his YouTube channel, and I'm like, you know what? This actually sounds pretty interesting. So the premise turned me off because it made it sound like it was a romance between 2 people working in a real estate office. And to be fair, it is, just not the way you think. So basically, they live in this town named Kowloon, and it is kind of like a dystopian type of town. It's kind of run down. You know, everyone is
city in China. It's a city in China.
Yeah, basically, it's a shithole. So basically, it's a real estate office, and basically the girl's name is Kutirai. That's what I was trying to struggle there for a second. I was trying to remember her name, and then the guy's name is Kudo. So they got like a love-hate relationship at work. They go through a bunch of banter, mainly because Kudo's kind of like a snarky asshole, but he also means well. He's pretty sweet, whatever. And he invites her out to a tea shop, and she kind of wants to go back there, but she can't figure out where it is, despite the fact she's been there before. Like, her memory just can't remember where it is, until one day she does remember it. And when she sits down, the waiter there basically throws the curveball of the century out and says, "Oh, you're Kudo's fiance." I'm like, what? And all of a sudden, you start to see like these flashbacks of like different sceneries, like the tea shop's intact and it's completely destroyed. And then the way they tell the first episode is like so amazing, because it kind of like engrosses you in the culture of Kowloon, and they talk about nostalgia, and you get into the banter between the characters. You completely forget the fact within the first 5 minutes of the episode, they give you the answer to the shocking ending, that there's these pyramid or 3D pyramid like structures called generic terras, and they have the ability to overwrite people's memories. And they flat out tell you that in the first 5 minutes, but they do such a great job of absorbing you into the show's world, you completely forget that plot point ever existed. And you put 2 and 2 together at the end, like, oh shit, so she really probably is married or engaged to this guy. She just can't remember. And apparently neither can he, or he might, and he's just avoiding it for some reason. So basically, when you think about that, it completely changes the entire premise of the title of the show. So basically, it's Kowloon because that's the name of the town, and generic romance refers to the generic terra above the city, rewriting people's memories. And the romance may not be with each other; it might be with the town. You know, so pretty good stuff, and I'm hooked on it. And for a show I did not have on my list, I have to say that this is shaping up to be my anime of the season. So what do you guys think? Have you seen this one yet?
I've been hearing just nothing but great things about it. I mean, the artwork is definitely one of the great premise. Just the artwork, just great presentation, and yeah, like because I knew like they were hinting in the initial trailers as well as like yeah, it's not what the title is suggesting. Like not it's just not just a simply generic romance. Like there is a more of a mystery, like even more of a sci-fi essence to it because if you see like the other different characters involved and like yeah it's something definitely a lot more involved. It's like something amiss as I said in that first episode. I mean I really want to go and need to set some time to actually watch this series because it is just that good of how it presents itself. So yeah I have not watched it yet but I've only heard nothing but good things.
And I love the style too. Like you mentioned the artwork, like the characters are drawn like early 90s anime. It's like a awesome throwback. I love it.
Yeah, like early Rumiko Takahashi and such. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
Yes.
nothing but good things about it, so it's something I'll probably put on my list later to hopefully I can watch some anime if I'm not being forced to work, 20-hour work shifts. The usual.
Yeah.
All right, next one that I checked out was Can a Boy-Girl Relationship Survive? And this one actually is kind of cute. So the premise, again, made it sound pretty boring. Like it's all about a gardening club. Well, no, actually it's not. So basically it has a lot to do with flowers, but it's because the main character, he basically likes turning flowers into trinkets, into jewelry and stuff like that. And his best friend, Himari, well, she's kind of like his cheerleader and wants to see him do good and doesn't understand romance, but actually has feelings for him and has to discover those feelings. But she's also a super obnoxious tomboy, which makes things incredibly fun. And then apparently, we get the competition side of things when another girl by the name of Rion, or as they call her in the show, Enomoto by her last name, she apparently got a gift from you in the past, and she's been like enamored with him ever since. Kind of like one of those, oh my god, a guy gave me something, I'm in love type of things. And then she like reunites with him in high school, except that I guess he wasn't completely aware it was her, and that she had a crush on him, and he had a crush on her for whatever reason, but he didn't like immediately recognize it. So there's that awkward thing, and then it blossoms into jealousy with Himari, and of course, being an over obnoxious tomboy, she overreacts to it, and it's absolutely hilarious. So probably one of the better rom-coms I've seen with a premise that seems terrible, which is actually not. So if you want a cute rom-com that has great comedy, check this one out. What about you, Will? Have you seen this one? Because I heard you like go, oh yeah, that one.
I have not actually got a chance to actually watch that series, but yeah, like a lot of shows. I have said in the last episode, I have not watched it because again, life happens. But yeah, this one I have also checked some things, and I remember basically seeing like the screenshots on Twitter and X is basically like yeah, like the main heroine's kind of like very reminiscent to Aqua in a sense. So like okay, I'm curious. So not yet, but I need to go and set some time.
And the other ones we're watching were Summer Pockets and Windbreaker Season 2. I'm not really going to go over those because Summer Pockets is, well, it's a visual novel adaptation from Key and Jun Maeda. So you know it's going to be fluffy and happy until it breaks your heart. I'm just waiting for that point. And how much it breaks your heart, well, that'll determine how good it is. So I can't tell you how good that one is yet. Windbreaker is Windbreaker. It's fucking awesome. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch Season 1, pick up Season 2. There you go, quick. And the last one I have impressions on is Your Forma. This one, I don't know. I mean, it's good, but it's not at the level where it's like commands my attention. It's about androids and basically humans working together in a cybercrime division, and apparently the android that we're introduced to is like a RF model, which is kind of like for the royal family, which is why it's initialed that way. There's only like 3 of them. His name is Harold, and he basically is teamed up with the detective Echika, and he's under suspicion because I guess another RF model went berserk, and they're trying to track down the case. And there's a couple plot twists in there, and I can see them trying to build the world up and introduce more cast of characters to the show. It's a little bit slow going at first, and there is some, I guess, thrilling moments, but there are also some moments which completely made me scratch my head. Like, did someone forget to animate a few extra scenes? Because I believe it's in the 3rd episode. They go on a car chase, and both cars wreck in the middle of the woods. You can see an aerial shot of both cars wrecked. Cut to the next scene. They're driving into town because the car basically escaped. I'm like, how did we get from broken down in the middle of a field separated by a tree to continuing to chase within a city? Like, did they see the car take off? Did they follow a trail? Like, was there a smoke signal? Like, how did they know where to go? How did the car escape? There was like no explanation. It was literally one scene right to the next. Like, okay, that's lazy. I'm pretty sure it's there if I read the manga, though, probably.
Hopefully.
But yeah, according to people online who have read the source material, it's pretty much a rush job. So, and they cut a lot of stuff off that was at the beginning of the series, which they might save for a flashback later, I guess. But yeah, it is a little bit sloppy. The cases are not really all that enthralling and make you sit at the edge of your seat, but it's decent enough to keep watching. So right now it's kind of sitting at like a 3 out of 5, maybe 2.5 out of 5, kind of average. But at least it's not completely horrible. It makes me want to drop it yet.
All right.
But yeah, those are the thoughts on the shows I picked up. What about you guys? Any thoughts on what you're watching so far?
For the shows that I actually have managed to watch is A-01 Sun Season 2. And yeah, like it's a Season 2 show, but A-01 Sun, if you've seen Season 1, is just absolutely pure funness. Like, I was just surprised to actually go and manage to go and put in a Yakuza and an Animal Crossing reference in one episode. Like, if you know that one episode, listeners, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like okay, I'll play this one. I don't know, legally distinct Switch game, Nintendo game, different Animal Crossing. I don't know what they call it. The parody name. That one episode, which was it was cute. It was cute, and the Yakuza reference also great. But yeah, A-01 Sun Season 2 is just like good, fluffy, good times, if anything else, with the main cast. It's just good times. Other show that I actually currently watch, besides from A-01 Sun, like, I know regarding to my only the short form is the dark my dark elf friend is a yandere. Yeah, that one, and like it's as you expected as the typical harem yandere stuff, but it's endearing because one, it's a dark elf. Who doesn't like dark elves? And it definitely has an interesting take regarding to the whole yandere trope they have done like over the years. So it's like not as there is always the running gag, like, yeah, oh, her love is too heavy. I mean, that's literally the main protagonist, what he says, that her love is too heavy. But in a sense, that you can also understand like that the trope of like yanderes. I mean, not like the whole murder stabby type yandere, but like the more of how do I describe it properly? Like the more I mean, it's pretty much the heavy type of love, just a bit more overbearing. But yeah, Dark Elf is a yandere is it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to write home about, but it's a good fun time around, to say the least. There was one other show that I'm trying to remember which one I said I'd be watching, but I can't remember at the top of my head. Thank God for live anime chat. Let's see. Oh yeah. Please put them on Takamine-san, which I know that's pretty much is the other show that's the other culture show that many people are looking forward to, and for the most part, it works out well. It's like it's a crazy premise, basically of like apparently she can rewind mistakes by removing a piece of her undergarments, and now the main guy has become her own personal closet. It's a crazy premise. It's basically like, what the heck is this? It's just where is this going? But what the heck, you might as well enjoy that. And I know the artist is also fairly active on Twitter, so yeah, you could always expect some great artwork from the artist. So yeah, please put them on Takamine-san. It is also a very good, fun show. It's like, what the heck, but fine, I'll stick for the ride. It's just a good show. It's good shows if you are of the fan service variety type. I know there's other like shows that probably like should deserve some recommendations, like for example From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. I know people kind of been climbing around on that show, as well as I left my A rank project for my former student to help reach the dungeon depths. No, that's last season. My bad. But yeah, it's overall, those are the shows I managed to watch right now. But as I said, I probably have to watch Kowloon Generic Romance and the other like highly recommended shows, because I know just literally this weekend we had that one shot extra episode of Konosuba bonus stage, which I know people just kind of like exploding about on Twitter and such. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting season to say the least. But I'm enjoying what they have at the moment, so I'm happy.
All right, and I don't suppose you're watching anything, Matt, are you?
Put the fries in the bag, season 3.
All right, sweet. Are they at least black pepper fries?
Put the fries in the bag. Like that, yeah, that's the anime of the year. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I know there's people gonna be saying like, "What you better include this?" Or like, I know one our boss Keith has said Lazarus, because that is by Shijino Watanabe. It's like, have you guys checked out Lazarus yet? Because I know it is like basically the same universe as Cowboy Bebop and such. Have you guys had a chance yet?
I'm not gonna. It's one. I've seen it. I'm not impressed by it. Therefore, I won't talk about it. That's it. Like it's so like, wow, and that's it.
I see. Okay.
As for me, you're probably gonna think, wow, this guy is an elitist asshole. But I did not watch it because it came out in English first, and I prefer my anime subbed in Japanese. And then by the time the Japanese came out, I started watching Kowloon, and I forgot about Lazarus. I'm like, well, whatever, dropped.
Okay. There you have it, listeners. Yeah, we haven't watched Lazarus yet. We'll see. Who knows down the line.
But yeah, everyone's probably like, oh my god, you stupid elitist, you have to have subtitles. So it's like, sorry, but it's not that I hate dubs. There are shows I love and will only watch in dub. One of them is Death Note. The other one is Fullmetal Alchemist. Another one is Witch Hunter Robin. And especially another one is Desert Punk. That show is absolutely brilliant as an English dub. But it's about imprinting. And the perfect example I can give is Death Note, because I watched that show first in English, then I tried to watch the show in Japanese, and it didn't sound right to me. Same thing if you do the inverse. If you watch a show in Japanese first and try and watch it in English, it doesn't sound right to you because it's imprinting. You already have the vision of what the characters sound like in your head because you've experienced it. And because of such, it's hard for me to get into English dubs because I've watched so many subs now. I'm just kind of like conditioned to see anime in a Japanese format. That does not mean I will never watch an English dub again. It's just that I've grown so accustomed to it, I just simply prefer it now. So it's not an elitist thing. Don't cancel me again.
Again,
it's basically like the whole Dragon Ball dubs. Like, yeah, we all watched Dragon Ball original dub because again, that's how we're exposed to Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Ocean dub. As only much later, if you watch a Dragon Ball Japanese dubbing, that's like you finally have that. Goku's voiced by a woman. It's like, so like yeah, it's kind of like in that example. Yeah, if you like grew up with it, as I said, if you grew up in the English dub, then fine. Yes, that's your first impression. But now, like, when it's OG form of Japanese, then yeah, that's unfortunately that's what you have, because you expect this one, I don't know, like from Solo Leveling, you know Solo Leveling's main character voice, like yeah, he has that tone that I forgot to say his name, but yeah, but then you see here compared to the English dub with Alex Lee, I mean, great voice acting. It's just like great translation on part from the cast itself. It's like yeah, okay, they match it up well, so yeah. But yeah, you always have that initial imprint, as you said, Josh, that yeah, you have that expectation from the OG.
Yeah, and then the English voice actors are sometimes like completely miscast. I remember when I was watching The Gray Man, and I heard Konda's voice in The Gray Man, and I was like so like familiar with it. I watched the English dub. Like Konda, I think was like 16 or 17 years old. Dude sounded like he was 48 and smokes 3 packs of smokes a day. It's like, what the fuck? Like super deep bass voice. I'm like, this is not Konda. But yeah, it's really weird sometimes when you have like that image of what a character should sound like, and then you hear the English side of it, and it's like that does not match up whatsoever.
Yeah, but thankfully over the years we have learned something. So here's hoping the casting directors actually know the directions and not hire, I don't know, Hollywood star actors to voice an anime. I don't know.
The issue is it's mostly a sense of voice direction. Whoever is the voice director, like, if off tangent, if you ever played the original Elder Scrolls Oblivion,
Ah.
they had high-end voice actor like Patrick Stewart, and with no voice direction, it all went down crap. So it's literally who is directing the voice to tell them, like, these sound like this, do that. It's like, yeah, sound like a 47-year-old. Are you sure about it? All right, you paid the check,
Another one that's jarring is actually Mega Man Network Transmission or Rockman EXE. In Japan, like Rockman's voice is like played by a woman. He sounds like he's 6 years old, like he should be because he's a young child. Switch over to English, and he sounds like he's like 25.
Yeah. He's been in some wars,
Yeah, so we got one more topic to go through here, and it's the one that I set aside from all of the other thoughts because it's time to talk about the slideshow after the end.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yep. Okay, so I love the manhwa. I will say that with pretty much as much reverence as you want. You can go on to the outerhaven.net. You can check out the reviews I've done for the first 7 volumes that I forget if it's the Yen Press or Ise Press. One of the presses put it out.
Well, if it's Ise Press, it's technically Yen Press because they are both on Hatchet. So
yeah, well, they're also owned by Kado. Is it Kodansha? No, Kodansha.
Kadokawa Books. Yeah, Kadokawa.
Oh, it's Kadokawa. Yeah, it's one of the K companies. But yeah, not to be confused with K Coffee. But yeah. Anyway, I love that series. I look forward to it every single time. I think it's probably one of the best stories that I've read in an isekai. And a lot of people are like, hey, this is Kmart Mushoku Tensei. Yes, it is at first, but then it gets into its own rhythm and its own story, and it's actually pretty damn good. It's so good that a lot of people thought that this was going to be the next Solo Leveling when the anime got announced. Oh, instead we got 2016 Berserk. Oh my god. Like, this has more PNGs than the pre-debut VTuber. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Even I'm aware of like the slideshow, like when everyone's like, what the heck is this?
It's like we're expecting greatness here. Like, this was supposed to be the next big thing. And we get a piss poor, low budget anime adaptation, which does not do the story justice at all. All the fight scenes are basically, and I'm not even joking, they literally are PNGs with speed lines on top of them. There's even a moment where they supposedly kill a couple of wolves and they don't even see the wolves fall. They just cut to another still image of Art, and I forgot who was saying next time. I think it was his mother, just standing there looking in shock, and you just hear the wolves fall as a sound effect. They couldn't even bother animating the wolves falling. They couldn't even bother animating the wolves attacking. They were, again, PNGs. As I think Jasmine was like another PNG with her daggers out, supposedly slicing through them. And then when they actually did try to do some movement with Art, it was like choppy animation, like they forgot to put in the keyframes in between each solid frame. And like the only thing they got right that looked pretty was the particle effects. Like, hey, someone learned After Effects in Adobe. That's like the only person there who actually gave a shit about his job was the After Effects user.
Okay, so yeah, because the way like I'm also seeing the screenshots as well, like remind me of another situation. We're going to my house husband, my yakuza is a house husband.
Way of the house husband, yeah.
Way of the house husband. Thank you. Because like that show again, it was like minimal animation, but it still managed to do so. Like, will you put that as like in similar territory, or this is like much more lower to the point that you actually wish they actually put in like, I don't know, cheap ass CGI for it?
Oh wait, there's episode 3.
Oh, okay. I did not see it that, so I do. I'm not actually want to see that now. So,
well, I mean, episode 3, to their credit, does step up the animation. There's actual movement in episode 3, but there is also some pretty janky looking CGI when he goes to meet Sylvie, who is, well, I won't say because if you haven't seen it, it's a spoiler, but it's a person or a creature of interest to the story and plays a very pivotal role. At least the particle effects were pretty when they had a fight. But yeah, it's also obvious CG, or as Giga could say, bad CG. Yeah, so
Duly noted.
at least the CG added some level of movement, so you can actually tell you're watching an anime and not just flipping through the pages of a comic book. Because flipping through the pages of a comic book had more animation than the first 2 episodes combined.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
not good, but there's more to it because the creator actually spoke out a couple weeks ago about all the fans and their complaints about the show. And you could definitely tell he had a gun to his head and his contract over an open flame, threatening to have it burned because he put out the most politically correct response that you could even imagine. Thanking the fans for their patience and for their opinions, and looking forward to more episodes, and remembering about all the hard work it takes to go into making something and the passion and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, dude, your hands are tied. We get it. And it didn't do anything to help this show's case. I'm still watching it because, I love the source material and I kind of want to see how things end up, but it's a tough watch. It is such a tough watch.
Jeez.
Did they make him say who do you provide for? Like when he put the gun to his head, who do you provide for? I provide for you. Who do you animate for? I animate for you. Yeah, they might as well just like, God, that's so bad.
Yeah, so the lesson here is if you're really, really hard up to watch an isekai and you just need something to fix your addiction, watch it. For any other reason, literally, skip it and just read the manhwa. It is a million times better.
Duly noted. Mm-hmm.
Duly noted.
And by the way, I did actually recommend that to you before, Matt, several times. Have you at least picked it up yet?
No, I have to finish another collection first. I just finished Hellsing Volume 9 and 10. Now that's completed, I can put another book in my collection. I have to start control myself. I know. I'm aware. It's actually on my notepad of things to read. I'm not joking. I have a notepad for that now.
All right, speaking of, you do remember that Tier Eternity 22 came out this week, right?
Yeah. I don't even have 21 yet, so I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah, and apparently we got 3 more volumes to go, and that series is done.
I'm kind of happy with that. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy with that.
Yeah, I was going to start reading it again, but then I saw that it was getting a season 3. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just watch the manga instead of reading it. And I know the current arc, what do you call it? The modern arc is next, and I heard not so good things about it.
Mm-hmm. I've been reading it. I'm not a fan of it. That's what I was saying. Like that's what I've been telling you is like after the present arc, I was like they should have ended that there. It's not something I can openly tell people. Yeah, this is great. I'm like, yeah, it's a book. It's a book. That's the best I could say.
Well, Mr. Oima-san, you should have silenced your voice when you had a chance. See what I did there?
I honestly felt like it's hard to top off where the present arc ended in a way where it's like, what else can we really do now? We dealt the knockers in a positive way. We talked about unaliving yourself politely. We talked about like what it means to live in a world with coexistence. Fushi learned like what it really means to actually like make compromise, not do 20 years in a can and eat grilled cheese on a radiator, things like that. And I'm like, where can you go from there? Here's the future arc. And I'm like, okay. And it's not great. It's not great. I would not recommend, like, the future arc is currently the weakest arc of the entire series. And that's it. That I'll leave it as that. I'll leave it at there.
All right, duly noted. I guess I'm in for a thrill ride or lack thereof.
Yeah, you're in for a ride, yeah.
I still can't understand why they call them knockers. Like, did anyone tell Oima what that means in English?
Don't worry about it. He doesn't need to know. We had to protect his
cultural
smile.
barriers.
Yeah. We're there to protect his smile. We're there to protect his
Well, that's not a series you protect smiles in.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's all about erasing smiles.
Exactly. Like, oh god, yeah.
Anyway, that brings us to the end. As always, it's time for recommendations. So, Mental Gin, what do you got to recommend to our viewing audience this month?
Let's see, like the only thing that I'm more or less recommending is coming out in a few days on May 9th is, of course, naturally, yeah, thankfully you actually mentioned it, but this one won't be coming out until much later. But the next volume of Monster Musume, volume 19, is coming out on May 9th. I know not this month, but still, it's coming out in a few short days, if anything else. So yeah, Okada Sensei finally. I mean, yeah, 7C is finally going back at it and publishing Monster Musume. Like, oh, there's a market here now. So, and yeah, Josh, you informed me of this, and I actually saw on their Twitter post they actually got to be releasing a hardcover omnibus of volume 1 to 3, apparently, which was like,
it's time to cash in because it's so late. We need to get something in press. It took them like what 9 months for a volume with no information or anything. Jesus, man.
And like, why they're doing this now, I have no idea. Maybe want to gauge the Monster Girl craze once more again. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably get it just for so much support for Okayama Sensei, but yeah, it's like we had enough. They announced a hardcover omnibus for this series after so long. But yeah, going back to my original, yeah, Monster Musume Volume 19 coming out on May 6th in a few short days. So by all means, if you finally we got something from Okayama Sensei. So yep. I have happy days if you're a Monster Girl fan.
Well, at least it's just a hardcover omnibus, not a full color reprint like Tokyo Revengers. Before the original black and white ended. Fucking pricks.
I still stand by that. That was a war crime. They legit spat in my face. I'll stand by that. They spat. That was a huge. That's like, you're not even finished yet. It hasn't even been finished yet in English. You have a couple of delays with a couple of volumes in between. I had to read like 6 books in the back, and we're like, by the way, we're reprinting the whole thing in color, and you also have a spin-off series called Baku, and I'm like, Baki, are you serious? Are you serious? Whose man's is this? Who said it was a good idea? And like, God dang it, man.
Well, spin-off series I could forgive. I mean, that's completely new material, but a full color reprint when you could have just done that from the beginning. Come on,
yeah.
Anyway, Matt, what do you got to recommend aside from not getting the full color reprint?
Yeah, not getting that. Oh God. So yeah, my recommendation is, I said earlier, is no, it's not Hellsing Volume 9 and 10. The series is over. Still recommend that joke seriously, but I recommend Blue Exorcist Volume 29 and 30, particularly 30 and 30. We're at the end, boys. The final arc to fight Satan is there. We got the Lucifer maze. It's gonna be great. I'm excited because we're towards the end. It's finally happening. It's not as bad as My Hero, who's in volume, I think 39. 39? Like 39 volumes is it 40 or 39? It's like 39 volumes I have, I think of it. I think it's 39 volumes. It's like 39 volumes, it ends at 42, and I'm like, God dang it! I still haven't gotten those volumes still hasn't came out yet. But it's like, at least 2 of the books I'm reading are ending, and Blue Exorcist feels like a much better way ending than My Hero. So, I'm there. I'm in there.
I notice a lot of these things with long-running series like that is that they spend so much time developing plot points and interesting things that happen during the series to keep people reading that when it comes to the ending, after like 20, 30, 40, 50 volumes, you're just like, I'm fucking done. I'm just going to write whatever just to get this shit over with. And that's what a lot of these long-running shonen series feel like.
That's legit facts, yeah.
But as for me, I only reviewed and read one brand new series last month, so it wins by default. That is The Anemone Feels the Heat. And actually, it's a pretty good recommendation. I thought it was a really cute first volume. Basically, it revolves around a girl named Nagisa, who her entire goal is to study. She wants to get into a top-tier school. However, on the way to taking her entrance exam, she sees a girl that's collapsed on the sidewalk, and she ends up missing her entrance exam because of it, and has to settle for a lower-tier private school. Turns out the person that was passed out is her classmate and sits right next to her, Mashiro, a girl who has a condition where she is very frail. But the problem is that she wanted a fresh start, so Nagisa completely changed up her looks. So that way Mashiro has no idea who she is. And now she's basically trying to learn about Mashiro and see things from her point of view and try and get over the fact that she holds this deep-seated grudge against her that she basically made her miss the chance of getting into a top-tier school. And it starts to develop into a nice little Yuri romance. Yeah. It's cute.
Cute.
I like it.
Nice.
All right, so that being said, it's time to get on out of here. So, Mental Gen, what are your final thoughts aside from bad tariffs bad?
I was just about to say that, but yeah, I think we know this as we head into the summer months. Like, yeah, we're all prepping the May now. Almost done with half of the year already. Can you believe that? Yeah, we're getting old. So yeah, obviously, one, if you are indeed trying to monopolize in artists' businesses, don't. Don't, because again, that's none of your dang thing. I mean, legally here in America, you can probably do that, but don't do that. And again, the overall universal golden rule: please don't be a dick. Like, are you that insecure of wanting to topple over people to in order to I don't know, to fuel your own success? Come
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
The doggy dog
we're
world.
there.
Yes.
We're there now. Yeah, it's done. It's cooked.
Yes, it's a doggy dog world. Fine. You answer my question. But yeah, in the end, don't be a dicks. Please try to be at least kind for at least for 5 minutes. Is that hard? And yeah, I also just forgot to mention, we mentioned this in the VTuber corner during that whole Cinder drama. It's like, apparently, like, there will be a group for VTubers who are like 35 plus years and older. There's a group for that now. So in case you don't want to get caught up into VTuber dramas like little school kids, yeah, there's apparently is a group of VTubers that are middle aged and just want to live through life. So yeah, it's heads up.
We're finally get that hollow moms gen. That's the case, man. That's the
hollow
future.
moms, hollow dads, whatever you want.
Hollow dad,
There
yeah,
is an
exactly.
elder audience now for that. So yeah, yeah. Overall, that's my final thought. Don't be dicks, and yeah, let's just try to get to May intact, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. That's a plan, if anything. But oof. My final thought is, please let me survive this. That's my final thought. And yeah. Look, I gotta say this politely, man.
Shoot.
I can't stand that I've been drinking liquid death for God knows how long, and there's no tall boy Sweet Reaper. I've been betrayed by this company. It's over. I'm quitting liquid death and start drinking just death now. I'm just drinking death now. They let me down so bad. It's over for us, man.
That's death. Ain't that alcohol?
Yeah, just death. Yeah, just death. Yeah, just death. But no, jokingly, final thought: please make a tall boy version of Sweet Reaper. That is actually my final thought. Please.
My final thought is, goddamn, I gotta stop reading so much fucking manga. Like, the whole reason why I bumbled through my my explanations for all the shows I was watching earlier is because I was trying to remember character names. And when you're watching 6 anime, which is not bad, but reading 62 simultaneous manga series, soon to be 63 next month, I kind of forget what people's names are or what premises are because everything just blurs together. Like, case in point, I reviewed Days with My Stepsister Volume 3 before we came on the air today. Despite having seen the anime and reading the first 2 volumes, I completely forgot what the main characters' names were. I even forgot where they left off in the story. And it wasn't until I started reading, like, oh yeah, Yuta, Saki, okay, there we go. Oh, this is the part where they go to the pool. All right, awesome. Like, it's like that with every time I pick up a manga now. If it's not like a first volume where I don't know anything yet, I'm struggling to like remember what happened, and I get through like a chapter or two. I'm like, okay, now I start to remember things that are happening. Oh, that's right, your name is this. So I got to stop reading so much freaking manga, or maybe I should start reading more. I don't know.
It all bleeds over.
No, you just keep reading enough so you don't have to read anymore. I stand by that. Yeah,
that's just me bullshitting because I really have no final thought except for buy my books. So
buy a book. Wait, so
I say that every episode.
On Team Tall Boy Sweet Reaper, because that's my life goal now. I need that. Without
that, you said it for me. I didn't have to say it. You said it for me. Except I don't drink death because I am death.
I am death. I am death. Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, thanks for listening once again. We will be back next month with more anime, manga, and VTuber news. So until then, for Matt and Will, I am JJ Piedra saying Godspeed to all you out there in Radio Land, and give me some tall boys and Sweet Reaper, you motherfuckers. Bye.
Bye.